Welcome to Passion for Fashion. Now settle down on the front row and prepare to watch as the biggest names strut this catwalk of a show. Today we look at brands and logos, the big bucks behind the big dresses, the pop stars that bring their cool to these labels, and the actresses that front the campaigns. Not forgetting those that have grown so big, well, they're their own brand now. Rampant commercialism has never looked so cool. Fashion branding is everywhere. The likes of Coco Chanel, Versace, Dolce & Gabbana and Louis Vuitton have logos so recognizable it's as if they were your friends. Well, one of those friends that is always after your money. These brands owe a debt to a once unknown soda drink that goes by the name of Coca-Cola. Yes, you know it, the drink and its distinctive cursive script became a template for all commercial branding. Coca-Cola was once dispensed from pharmacy soda fountains with the belief it would cure ailments. The drink has since developed to become a global giant due to its strong branding. Big names in fashion have acknowledged the influence of this mega brand.
When we up in the club.
Designer Jeremy Scott may be well known for branding Britney in a collaboration with Adidas in her Scream and Shout video, but he is also a designer who has paid homage to Coca-Cola. He made these sweaters and dresses inspired by Coca-Cola's logo. The logo was also referenced at high-octane designer Ashish Gupta's recent show. He took the brand's retro logo to make glittering garments. And not to be left out, Dolce & Gabbana designed a line of menswear branded with the logo, making us all thirsty for not just the male models on show. Moschino, Versace, and self-declared Coca-Cola addict Karl Lagerfeld are amongst those who have designed bottles for the brand. Disney and Mickey Mouse have also been with us a long time. When Lady Gaga dressed in this Jeremy Scott Mickey Mouse creation for her song Paparazzi, it was an acknowledgement of the power of the Disney brand. Don't mess with that mouse. In 2012, Marc Jacobs wowed New York with his collection of 60s-inspired outfits at New York Fashion Week. But it was the famous mouse that got everybody talking. He designed this cute crop top featuring Mickey. Ex-Disney darling Miley Cyrus has taken a liking to this sequin design and to twerking. JC de Castelbayac is a designer that also has a fondness for Mickey Mouse. Throughout his career, he has produced a succession of Mickey-inspired outfits. Everyone likes a list, don't they? Especially those concerned about their brand. Well, a top 20 list of the coolest brands in the world recently revealed that Chanel is the coolest fashion label. Karl will be pleased with the title. He was closely followed by Prada and McQueen. These three labels have continually produced fresh and exciting work. Those wanting to become a super brand only need to look to them to see how it is done. One man who knows how to build a brand is Tom Ford. You could even argue the fashion designer and film director is his own brand. Tom Ford grew up in America wanting to be an architect. Thankfully, he changed his mind after working as an intern at Chloe, triggered a love for fashion.
You lost me to explore.
After 2 years assisting designer Kathy Hardwick, he decided to pursue his passion further and was given an opportunity at Gucci. Plucked eyebrows were raised by fashion's elite at the young American's arrival. Gucci had been struggling, and Tom Ford injected it with energy, style, and sex appeal. In 1995, he chose stylist Karine Rothfeld and photographer Mario Testino to create modern ad campaigns for the brand. Supermodel Kate Moss fronted some of these and also walked for Ford. The world's biggest pop star at the time, Madonna, wore Gucci to collect her MTV award, and the then rising star Gwyneth Paltrow further endorsed the label's new direction in this red suit. By 1999, the once close to bankrupt label was now worth $4.3 billion. Gucci acquired the house of Yves Saint Laurent, and Tom Ford was given the role of creative director there whilst also designing for Gucci. He pushed YSL to a higher commercial presence. YSL Opium became the fragrance of the moment. In 2004, he parted ways with Gucci and launched his own empire under his own name. He began with menswear, but it was his secret launch of womenswear in 2010 that promised the glamour we had seen in him before. Stars such as Beyonce and Julianne Moore walk the catwalk to a small, invited audience. Today, he remains the choice of celebrities.
I'm bringing sexy back. The mother boys don't know how to act.
When Justin Timberlake released his single Suit and Tie, there could only be one suit and tie the pop star could wear, Tom Ford. His suits also dressed Daniel Craig as James Bond in Skyfall.
I want to meet your employer.
How much do you know about fear?
All there is.
Tom is not a stranger to film himself, having made time to direct the critically praised film A Single Man. Every member of the cast was dressed in Ford. He even designed the furnishings. His eye for style and colour was apparent at his 2013 women's wear show, which exploded with pop art appliques and bold animal prints. He will always keep us guessing as to his next move, but one thing we know for sure is there is no stopping this man. A good brand needs a soundtrack, and who else better to provide this than the biggest pop stars out there? This is our countdown of the chosen ones. Rita Ora is becoming such a regular fixture at fashion shows that one might forget she is also dominating the music charts as well. However, her association with fashion began at the same time as launching her music career. She featured in the Calvin Klein One Jeans campaign alongside model Lara Stone whilst promoting her first single, R.I.P.
R.I.P. to the girl you used to see.
Music royalty Madonna has a knack for choosing the next big thing, so when she chose Rita to front a Material Girl line, the fashion world knew to watch out. The biggest acknowledgement of Rita's presence in fashion to date was to bag the job of being the face of DKNY. She was passed the mantle by best friend and supermodel Cara Delevingne, who previously fronted the brand. Rita was the surprise closing model for the label's New York Fashion Week show. Despite following supermodel Karlie Kloss, Rita showed little in the way of nerves as she walked. This may be only the beginning of many fashion ventures for Rita. Rihanna has an appeal like no other pop star on the high street. She has always managed to blend high street trends with those high-end labels. When she wore an H&M blazer in the video for her smash What's My Name, the jacket disappeared from the racks as people scrambled to purchase it. River Island has seen similar results since collaborating with the singer. The Rihanna for River Island campaign has made the brand more famous than it has ever been, and now the line is looking to expand into the States.
Riri, G for life, embossed in the leather. This is like some 90s hip-hop, ghetto fabulous, inspired.
Giorgio Armani also recognizes her appeal, and Rihanna is working on her second collection with the legendary designer. Her boyish dress-down style and the way she embodies young contemporary attitude are the reasons Armani wants her to front his jeans and underwear ranges. She may well be the only girl in the world who can do this. And now we move on to the designers who are pushing the boundaries of what counts as catwalk couture in What the Fashion? First prize, this girl came prepared for the WTF section. It's a prawn cocktail dress. Lady Gaga, gone wrong. As Jimi Hendrix would say, foxy lady. Cricket and lipstick, the perfect match. Oh dear, her face fell in the raspberry coulis and nobody told her, the mean old models. That makeup really is an inch thick. No need for an umbrella on a night out with this hat. We return to our countdown to find out who is number 3 in our list of savvy singers. It's Beyonce. A force of nature on the stage and also one in fashion, Beyonce is one of the most in-demand names for commercial campaigns. She put those powerful lungs to good use when Armani asked her to sing for his Diamonds fragrance campaign.
I love Armani. I've always loved Armani.
And then for L'Oreal, she showed us her mouth wasn't only good at singing when she used it to model the brand's latest lipstick range. She became the face of high street giant H&M in their summer bikini campaign. Beyonce didn't just model the clothes, she also had an input in the design of the range and even recorded a song for the campaign. Being the businesswoman she is, she even got H&M to tie in the campaign to her world tour. What a woman.
I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen. All for free. No subscription required.
Let me introduce you to my party people in the club.
Jennifer Lopez is a singer, actress, fashion designer, dancer, businesswoman. The list goes on. She turned model for L'Oreal when they needed her beauty and her luscious locks to promote their hair products. No stranger to the high-end fashion labels, in a very cute coup, Jennifer was chosen by Gucci to front their children's range with her twins.
I didn't want, from years from now, the kids to kind of look at mommy in a picture with two other kids and wonder, why weren't we in that?
This is one way to get a family picture done. Stay with us to see who's number one. Some names in fashion are even more dynamic than the product. Anna Wintour, the woman, the myth. No matter which celebrity may be seated on the front row, this is the only person that matters. She is more than a magazine editor. She is the editor of American Vogue, which she has propelled into the international world of celebrity as well as fashion. Designers come to her while developing collections for her guidance.
Voila. Anna, look. This one we call Anna anyway.
Voila. It's gorgeous.
And she has even advised fashion houses who to employ. Her signature look is that chic bob with big shades, easy to spot on the front row. Not one, but two films have been made about her. The September issue and The Devil Wears Prada.
No, it's just baffling to me. Why is it so impossible to put together a decent run-through? You people have had hours and hours to prepare.
The movie is taken from a book written by a former assistant of hers. Anna was a good sport, though, at being portrayed as the devil, and arrived at the premiere wearing, guess what? Prada.
Before today, you had never heard of me.
No.
And you have no style or sense of fashion.
I think that depends on what you're...
No. That wasn't a question.
A family to follow in fashion is Brand Beckham. When a Spice Girl got together with a footballer in the 90s, who could have predicted the global power they have today? Victoria's love for fashion is the drive behind the brand. She became a style icon for her taste in clothes, and after designing for other labels, she set up her own. Her label continues to gain success and praise from even Wintour herself. David Beckham has been an icon of style for some time. Over his footballing career, his numerous hairstyles may have made the headlines, but post-football, the man has become a Billboard star. He has modeled watches, had his own fragrance, and most notably designed an underwear line, and modeled them on some rope. Not to be left out, the power couple's son Romeo has been brought in on the act, bringing his cheeky energy to a Burberry campaign. They're a few more glamorous than a Hollywood star, and fashion brands know this. Scarlett Johansson may be young, but she has had an impressive career. Come on! The Lost in Translation star is never lost in front of the camera, and Dolce & Gabbana know this.
Oh, I'm not looking for a million things. Just that one perfect thing. Love.
She began working with the duo in 2009 for these Monroe-inspired photo campaigns and remains with them today. She has also fronted campaigns for Calvin Klein and Louis Vuitton. Scarlett once starred alongside Penelope Cruz in Woody Allen's Vicky Cristina Barcelona. The actresses must have compared notes, as Cruz has also fronted fashion brands. After seeing her in a film, Ralph Lauren called Cruz and asked her to star in a campaign. Mango asked Penelope and her sister Monica to design some lines for them. And Penelope shows off these rather lovely bags for luxury brand Lowe. Keira Knightley in Pirates of the Caribbean is a world away from the chic calm of Coco Chanel.
This is a man's world.
But when Karl Lagerfeld decided to make a short film about Coco, he asked Keira to play her.
He's a designer who works with Paul Poiret. I hate Poiret.
Oh, you may hate Poiret, but Polly Reeve is a charming man. Perhaps one day you'll meet him.
Perhaps.
Keira, known for her penchant for period roles, fitted into what must be her most fashionable role to date perfectly.
Finally.
Keira is also the face of Coco Mademoiselle fragrance. Jumping out of windows and riding motorbikes is far more like our swashbuckling heroine, Elizabeth Swann. Julianne Moore's appearance in A Single Man showed us what a great actress she is. Due to Tom Ford's keen eye, the picture plays out like a stylized fashion shoot and highlighted the power she can have in front of the camera. Bulgari, the luxury jewelry line, snapped her up to front their campaign. She brought her elegance to the advertisements, as well as some guts to pose with lion cubs.
I know certainty freaks you guys out, but it's 100.
In the film Zero Dark 30, Jessica Chastain played the tough CIA agent Maya. Despite being more concerned with hunting bin Laden than what she was wearing, Jessica remained magnetic on screen. This magnetism is something YSL tapped into when they asked her to be the face of their latest fragrance, Manifesto. The camera adores her flawless skin and strong cheekbones. We return to our countdown now to discover who is our top trademark troubadour. The number one belongs to the biggest female pop star of all time. Who else would the labels go to? She is not just a name, she is an icon. With a career of over 3 decades and showing no signs of stopping anytime soon, this woman is the archetypal entrepreneur of entertainment. Making no secret of her love of fashion, Madonna has worked with only the finest. She has fronted campaigns for Versace, as well as Stephen Klein's Dolce & Gabbana advertisement. Let's take a look at why the Queen of Pop is also the Queen of Fashion. Madonna has led and created trends throughout her career. She knows that to stay on top of the game, you have to keep the masses guessing as to what your next move is. From Virgin to Earth Mother and beyond, she has made a marked impression on the world of fashion. The major brands recognize this. Many of the top designers have dressed her on her tours. Attending one of her shows is like watching the biggest catwalk in the world. Names such as Christian Lacroix, Stella McCartney, Yves Saint Laurent, and of course, longtime collaborator Jean-Paul Gaultier are designers that realize the power dressing this woman has. Madonna has friends in fashion, and Marc Jacobs is one of those. She agreed to front his campaign for Louis Vuitton. Stephen Meisel was called in to shoot the campaign, and she brought her energy to the brand. No mates rates, though, for Jacobs. She was reportedly paid $10 million for the day's work. Impressed by Madonna's feel for trends and passion for detail, H&M head Margareta van den Bosch asked her to come on board and design a line for the high street giant. The Material Girl's designs were a huge success for the retailer and gave her a taste in fashion design. Madonna launched her own line, Material Girl, in 2010 with the designing prowess of her daughter Lourdes. The 80s-inspired line caught the attention of American brand Macy's, who signed the duo to produce exclusively for them. Taylor Momsen, Georgia May Jagger, and now Rita Ora have fronted the successful brand. In 2013, it was estimated that Madonna's net worth passed the billion mark due to her business savvy and strong brand. However, it's unlikely that she'll rest on her laurels. Fashion labels that brand you, no need to explain. Catch us next time with more of your favorite thrills and spills from the world of fashion.